called HaleyJean ASMR. I love her content. So she does general ASMR, but she also does a lot of book content, and that's where I got the idea for this video. I'll tag her in the comments, so make sure you go check out her channel. I'm not sure if she was the first creator to do this, but she's the one that I saw this video the first time, if that makes any sense. But anyway, on to the video, and thank you again, HaleyJean ASMR, for the inspiration. So, on to what we'll be doing. I have 3 jars in front of me. I'm just going to show you one so you get the idea. But each jar represents a different category in my reading process. So, we've got personal choice, self-development, and book list. And inside each of the jars is a prompt. If you've seen these type of videos before, you know how it works, but each prompt could be anything to help me narrow down the book that I'll be choosing to read for the month of April. In order to hit my target, or in order to keep me on track for my target of 70 books this year, I will need to pick 7 books from the jars, and we'll go in order of my reading process. I've seen a lot of creators who do this, who have bookshelves of books they haven't read that are on their TBR. I don't work like that. I only ever buy 2 books ahead of me. I have got them on my laptop in front of me on my Amazon TBR list, and I will use those to narrow down the book that matches the prompt. And that was a very rambly way of saying the jars will pick the books I'll read for April. So, let's get started. Book 1 will be plucked from my personal choice category. So, let me do it so you can see. Try not to make too much noise. Okay. Number 1. The prompt is a book over 400 pages. I feel like I've shot myself in the foot here. So, gonna start heavy for April. On my list, let's have a look. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's quite a lot to choose from actually. I think I'm gonna choose Cloud Cuckoo Land. It's by the guy, his name's Anthony, I don't know how you pronounce his surname, Doerr, D-O-E-R-R, and he wrote All the Light We Cannot See, which I read a few years ago and I absolutely loved. I think there's a film or a series that I haven't seen, but I loved that book. And as I was going through a few days ago trying to add books to my TBR for this video, I came across it and I completely forgot about how much I loved that other book, so that's what I'm going to choose. And I'm pretty sure it's over 600 pages. I've gone over and above the prompt, so we'll see how that goes. Book 2, if you're familiar with my reading process, you'll know that book 2 will come from the self-development category. So let's give it a good shake. Okay, number 2. This type of video is so fun to me. Okay, the book with the highest number of ratings on Amazon, book 2 of April, is Crying in H Mart, which was actually also recommended by a viewer, so thank you. It's got like over 26,000 ratings on Amazon. It must be doing something right. I'm excited to read that. And while I'm on the subject, if anybody has any recommendations categories to choose from. I think it's fantasy and YA fantasy, or just YA actually. So I think I'm going to go for Children of Blood and Bone, which is a West African inspired YA fantasy. I think it just sounds a lot more unique, very different to the YA books or the fantasy books I've read before. You'll have to stay tuned for my April wrap up to see how all of these books go, but that is book 3. We're back round to the personal choice category. When I say I've got more than one book to choose from, is because some books match more of the prompts than others. For some of them there's only one book that fits that category, and sometimes there are multiple. Otherwise I think we'd be here a long time. And also it makes it a little bit more fun for me that I get to choose still. So book 4, a book with an animal on the cover. So let's see what we've got. I'm very happy about this because it just so happens that the 3rd book in the Thursday Murder Club series has a fox on the front. So for April I will be reading The Bullet That Missed by Richard Osman. That is book 4. Self-development, book 5. Let's have a look. The cheapest book on Amazon. Let's have a look. Okay, wow, 99p. I don't know what the conversion is to dollars or I guess cents, or euros. But yeah, 99p, and the book is Me versus Brain. So I hope it's not cheap because it's bad. But we will soon find out. So, book 5. Book 6 into the book list. This probably has the least amount of prompts in because I'm over halfway through the book list now, so I'm running out of categories. Book with yellow writing on the cover. I'm going to go for, I don't think we've got we don't have a non-fiction book yet, so I'm going to go for the science and technology category from Goodreads, and it is The Rise and Fall of Dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs personally, but I always get slightly worried with non-fiction books in that they'll be really dry and really hard to get through, but hopefully, because I have an interest anyways in dinosaurs, hopefully it'll be fine. So that is book 6. And so we have the final book that I will be reading in April. And it's from the personal choice category. I can't remember if I said that. So, no pressure. What is the last book of the month going to be? A book with a person on the front. So we've already got a book with an animal on the front, and now we need one with a person. So let's have a look what we've got. I think it would be good to have another. God, there's so many good ones to choose from. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go for another non-fiction book just to shake it up a bit.